All right, so with songs like Money Makes the World Go Round, Can't Buy Me Love, it's hard to think of a world wherein money does not exist. But indeed, this is becoming a possibility with the advent of things like Wikipedia, YouTube, LimeWire. No matter how it goes, it actually is a possibility, although some people might think of it as an idea that is slightly utopian. And here to tell me more about that is Mr. Warren Wilkinson. How are you, sir?
Very good. And you?
Very nice to have you here. We're about to break up into a duet just now. But let's talk about this money-free economy. Just describe the concept to me.
Well, the free money economy is really where you've got hundreds of thousands of people able to give of their time for free in exchange for receiving things for free.
Yeah.
So there's no money exchanging hands. Now, I know that that's already happening in our society with a lot of women running around with credit cards. No, I'm only joking. No, I'm only joking.
But I mean, thinking about exactly where we are in current economic times, how is it even possible for people to do that? I mean, the first thing you think of is, if everything's free, who's making money, where's it going to, and how are they making that money?
Yeah. It's mostly your telecommunications and internet environment which makes that type of economy very practical. You find that you know, in a post-scarcity society where people have to do very little to get food and clothing, the bare necessities, and I am generalizing, you find that a lot of those individuals, after getting their food and their clothing, have got a lot of free time to be able to give to other people. Yeah. And that's where you find that those individuals get involved in the likes of updating Wikipedia or getting involved in running things like YouTube or LimeWire.
But I mean, even though we are referring it as a money-free economy, there is an aspect of money going in. Because I mean, let's say take something like YouTube, you download your video, you do pay for the downloading costs, even though the service that's provided to you is for free, right?
But you remember, you're paying that to somebody else. It's not necessarily YouTube that's charging you for it. But you'll find that in certain platforms, of course, you know, you'll get the basic service for free. Yeah. And then as you go up to another level, for example, a blue status or a platinum status of service within that provider on the internet, you start paying certain fees. But you find that the consequences of a money-free society will actually give power to the wage earner, because there's no need for a particular currency to fluctuate, because it won't fluctuate. You know, if I give you an hour's worth of work, you're going to give me an hour's worth of food or clothing or whatever it may be. But the challenge is, in the case of bankruptcies, it becomes brutal, because in the Teutonic Knights age, there was no loans, because you're not allowed to give loans. So, you know, in an ideal world or in a utopian world, I don't think it'll ever really exist in a broader context, apart from the internet solutions and the telecommunications at the moment.
Just looking forward at the future, do you think that we are currently kind of moving, you know, backwards, not necessarily regressively, but backwards in terms of the way that the economic system is working? If you take, for instance, the barter economy, where, you know, a kind of a steelsmith would make his craft and trade it off with a farmer, you know, kind of trading off their skills. Is that where we're moving to?
Yeah, I think, you know, it's more powerful for people who have the intellectual property to become and give back into the community. You know, if guys who are maybe in retirement, you find that a lot of them will be getting involved in certain communities at grassroots level to really educate and uplift people. And I think that is where the power of a free money kind of economy is really, because you're teaching the next generation a skill set that you can pass on to them. And I think that is quite powerful.
Yeah, indeed. Quickly, I want to ask you a question. We spoke in the news, gold prices are going up, rand is strong. Would you quickly throw in your money for speculation reasons into the gold market? Yes? No?
Well, I think gold is always a currency hedge. So if you've got too much money sitting in cash and you need to be in cash, then having a bit in gold is always good from a currency hedge perspective, because gold has always been around, and that's where people run to when markets are volatile. That's true.
Such a diplomatic answer. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for your time.
It's only a pleasure.
We were going to break off into a song about money, 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 money. Wait. We're not going to do it right now because we run out of time. But we're going to go over to Liesl. She's talking to us about Africa Burn. No. Don't worry. We're not burning. It's a festival.